There are those among us with the power to create stories. New worlds. Powerful heroes. Villains to fight. They will bring you legends to spread to all corners of the realm. Stories of magic. Stories of war. Stories of adventure. Stories of unimaginable beauty. Unfurl the parchments of these scribes. Step forth, those who are brave enough to join the journey. Feel the passion, the care, the desire to spread their stories. Heed the decree and make your voice heard. For now, you join the CG Herald. Spread the word.
Hear ye, all citizens of Comicsgate. Welcome to the CG Herald Drawstream. Yes, for those of you who haven't seen it, that is the new intro. Glad with how it turned out. And Kira's here. Hello, Kira. Glad to see you here. Today we are going to be showcasing the For the Fans Pinup book on BackMeBro. And this one I have shown once before in, I believe it was the previous stream because it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday night. And then I think it had just launched then. So, for those of you who aren't aware, For the Fans is part of like the For the Fans Fest, sort of like Comic-Con-ish type thing put on for Comicsgate creators. And it's something that has been in the works for multiple years and is only just now getting started because someone has actually decided to do the actual planning of it. So, there's been some advertisements for it, and I believe it's in October. And you can go and you can find the campaign for it on Fund My Comic. But today, we are going to be going over the pinup book that was put out to help advertise it. And this is sort of like a pinup book that has a variety of different Comicsgate characters drawn by their creators or various other creators in the space in vacation-like environments. So without further ado, we are going to jump into that, and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. Share screen. Alrighty, there we go. Cool. I do not need to have that tab pulled up. Alrighty. So we have the For the Fans pinup book. And as you can see, there's a multitude of lovely ladies. And for those of you who like the guys, you'll see them in the background as well. So, this is on Shane Davis's BackMeBro website. So if you want to go over there and support it, definitely do so. The campaign has 28 days left. They are 575.5% funded. and has raised $5,754.98 against a $1,000 goal. So I would say that is definitely good to start. And let's actually jump into the actual campaign. So, heroes, heroines, beaches, bikinis, welcome to paradise. And that does sound like paradise. Also, before I get too far into it, Kira, I do see you in here. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just going through the campaign first. So just know I do see your comments. I just need to get through the campaign first. All right. Alrighty. So pack your bag. Whoa. Scrolling too fast for myself. Pack your bags for a one-of-a-kind getaway into the worlds of comic book, fantasy, adventure, and stunning artwork. For the Fans Fest 2026 is a premiere. Bleh. Good God, what am I talking about? Premium pinup art book featuring incredible artists from across the comic book industry, bringing their unique visions to a glamorous vacation-themed collection. From tropical escapes and exotic destinations to heroes, heroines, and unforgettable characters enjoying some well deserved time away, this book celebrates the fun, beauty, and imagination of the very best in the indie comic scene. Featuring jaw dropping illustrations and exclusive artwork from a powerhouse lineup of talent: John Malin, Shane Davis, Ethan Van Sciver, Andy Smith, Billy Tucci, Graham Nolan, Art T. Bear, Dan Lawless, Bacillus Lolos, Shanthan Jetty, Peter Gilmore, Joe M. Sontag, Chris Graves, E.J. Morges, and Anthony Gonzalez Clark. For the Fans Fest 2026 is the perfect addition to any comic fans collection. Support the project, help bring this artistic getaway to life, and join us for the ultimate vacation in the palm of your hands. Now, while I'm here, Kira, if you're paying attention, all of these creators that are listed on here, you should go and follow them because they have really great art styles, and a lot of them do draw streams. So they would definitely be ones that you would want to follow if you want to improve your art. Just a quick little aside. All right. Sounds good. Alrighty. For the Fans Fest 2026 classic cover, this pinup book comes with a commemorative cover by John Malin. Inside, you'll find 24 pages of incredible vacation-themed pinup art drawn by Murderer's Row of top-tier talent, showcasing their characters enjoying some well-earned R&R, along with a heartfelt introduction by the legendary Mike Barron. You may never get a chance like this again, so act fast. And there we have the lineup of artists that you can find in the book. For the Fans 2026 holochrome foil cover, gotta love the holochrome foils. And you gotta love the art as well. So, here I'm gonna try to remember what characters are on here. I believe these ones in the back are from Graveyard Shift by John Malin. Here's Heather Swain and Cyberfrog. There is Bosch Foston's Pigman. I believe that is Spring Ball. I forget which creator does him. This is a character from Dan Lawless's. I believe it's either Dan Lawless or Aaron Lepresti's Barbaric Adventures. You have the Chinoo that's put up by Graham Nolan. Not sure who this character is, but this one is Jack the Ripper, put up by Mandy Summers. This is a character by Joe Sontag. Not entirely sure which one. This lady in the back with like the the war paint smeared across her eyes is a character from John Malin's Godlike. Not sure who this one is, but this character is Ran by Billy Tucci. It looks like there might be someone else down here, but I don't know who that would be. So it's a mix of a lot of different characters, all of them looking fantastic. Collect this exclusive variant and experience the incredible artwork of 15 amazing artists. Watch these heroes kick back and enjoy some well-deserved R&R, captured in all their stunning glory on a shimmering holochrome foil finish. A must-have for any collector. And for the fans, 2026 raised metal cover. Pretty much the same deal, but just with a metal cover. Take your collection to the next level with this exclusive raised metal edition. See the artwork of John Malin pop as this stunning variant brings every detail to life with a premium dimensional metal finish. A truly unique collectible made to stand out in any collection. Now here's the For the Fans 2026 sketch cover. For those of you who aren't aware of what a sketch cover is, obviously it is a blank cover that you can then bring to the convention and have a sketch done on top of it. Yes, collect this sketch cover variant of the For the Fans pinup book and have the amazing artists who contributed to this collection draw you your very own art at the convention. Goodness. I should not be yawning this early. Now here we have the For the Fans Fest pint glass, and this is featuring some artwork by the amazing Dan Lawless. I absolutely love Dan Lawless's work. Again, I'm going to jump back over to StreamYard. Kira, if you want to learn how to draw women, Dan Lawless is one that you're definitely going to want to follow. Because he draws some fantastic women. And men, but you wanted to learn how to draw women. Celebrate the convention with this incredible 16-ounce pint glass featuring original art by Dan Lawless on it. This is the official pint glass of For the Fans Fest. Knock one back in style. Pint glass is hand washed only due to the possibility of breakage. We can only ship this item within the USA. And then we have a t-shirt with the same art by Dan Lawless. Good Lord. Show your support for the convention and the creators attending by getting one of these t-shirts featuring the, I'm going to scroll back up so you can actually see it, featuring the For the Fans Fest logo created by Dan Lawless. It'll be printed in red. Printed in red? That doesn't look red. On a heavyweight pre-shrunk 100% cotton t-shirt available in sizes small through 3XL. Here's the Joe M. Sontag For the Fans Fest shirt. Okay, so these are some original character mascots on it. This was with Joe Sontag art. And here we have Graham Nolan's t-shirt art. Not by Dan Lawless. That is Graham Nolan's work. And here we have Vasilis Lolos. It's a bit more of a metal look to it. And there we have all campaign images are not final and subject to change. Alrighty. I'm going to take a look at that Dan Lawless one again, because that looks damn good. I don't know, Kira. I think that there needed to be a little tiny bit more proofreading when it came to certain parts of the campaign, but that's something that every campaign needs to keep an eye out for. We just happen to catch it whenever it just comes out. So, if anybody is watching who's in charge of the campaign, just keep an eye on that. All right. So, now we're going to get into the reward tiers. And we have the pinup book for $25, just the classic cover. Good Lord. We have the holochrome foil cover, again, $25. We have the raised metal cover, again, for $25, which I am actually surprised by, because usually the raised metal covers are a little bit more expensive. And we have the sketch cover, again, for $25. We have the pint glass for $25, which I am sorely tempted to get. We have the Vasilis Lolos t-shirt for $30. The Dan Lawless t-shirt for $30. The Joe Sontag t-shirt for $30. And the Graham Nolan t-shirt for $30. So if you want to go and check out any of that, then definitely go and do so. And take another look at that really quickly, because that looks mighty fine. Mighty fine. Alrighty. So, you can take that down. Actually, I need to take that off of there entirely. So, good Lord. All right. So, what I am thinking today is, since it's a vacation themed thing, then I'm going to try to draw. I want to try to draw like a female face and have her like relaxing with like either smoking a cigarette or having like a fruity drink or something like that. So it's like a close-up shot of a woman if she was like laying on like a lawn chair or something. Because what I've learned is I need to work on faces. And I think that would be a good way to test that out. So, give me a quick moment to pull up some reference images. And then I will be ready to go. Or mostly ready to go. You overestimate how much time I have, Kira. You say maybe a girl being on the beach on a chair with a cigar in her mouth and a drink beside her, and some other women in the background. Definitely not going to have anyone else in the background. I'm thinking of like a piece where her face takes up most of the frame. So this won't even be like a full body piece. It'll more so just be like her face, maybe her upper chest, and whatever else I decide to throw in there. So we shall see. Good Lord. Why am I yawning so much? Yeah, my one problem with having this be a CG Herald stream is that I don't have any projects of my own that I could draw as like a vacation themed thing. And they're already drawing theirs as vacation themed things. So so I figured I wanted to draw some attention to this campaign because it's on BackMeBro, and the more people advertise BackMeBro, the more of a success it's going to be. So I wanted to get this out there, especially since I haven't done the CG Herald Drawstreams in like 2 weeks. So felt like I needed to do that. Kira says, "You're yawning so much because you're tired." That's the thing. It's 9:25 for me. I don't usually get like actually tired until like 11:30. Which is why it's weird. I need to actually find. Ah. Yeah, you had said that you were like 3 hours behind me. That one's a possibility, but I don't like the position. Let's see. Do I have... I probably have a full charge. So, just because I want to fuck around, let's just put something up here. Just to get something on there so that I can actually get this... so you're not looking at like a blank screen. All right. I probably should have pulled this up beforehand, but I was more concerned with getting the campaign pulled up. Ah, that's good. It probably needs much less sharpening than the other pencils that you had, right? Okay, this one I can do. Okay. Found what I'm going to draw. Well, I would hope that it would have lead. I would imagine that getting like just like a refill of the lead would probably be cheaper than getting like a whole new set of pencils. So thank goodness for that. I can just go back there. Okay. All right. So right about here would be where it's like I want to build up from the shoulders and get that started off. So shoulder would be here. This would be her back. Good Lord. And then, Oh. So you're working on a drawing project, so that's done. Also, I have a concert in a week for choir. My voice still cracks. Is that something that you enjoy doing, or is that something that you have to do for school? All right, so neck would be coming forward. And then okay. So I had to try and figure out how to position this head. So I got that. Also, what was the drawing project that you were working on, Kira? You enjoy singing now, you used to not, but the teacher will give us a piece of pizza when we finish singing. At least you get a reward, that's good. I am one that you would never catch singing in front of people. That's one thing that I will not do. I will get on YouTube and I will embarrass myself, but I will not sing in front of people. Okay. That would be where the jawline would be. Oh, okay. You posted a sneak peek on your channel. Haven't finished it yet. You spelled done instead of fun by accident. JJBA, is that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I'm guessing it is, since you like anime. That's another one of those ones that I've heard good things about, and I need to get into. I just have to find the time. Okay, I have a feeling that that head's going to be way too thin. Freeform that shit. There we go. And I have a feeling that can probably be a little bit bigger. All right. Kira recommends part 1 with Joseph Joestar. He's a fun character. Actually, part 2, not part 1. I'm not a LARPer. Don't worry about LARPing stuff. Not everyone can know everything. It's like, I'm a comic book guy on YouTube, but even I don't know all of the intricacies of Silver Age Batman. I just know what I've read and what I've heard. So if you mess up every once in a while, then that's totally okay. I think this head and neck needs to move back a significant amount. Yeah, let's try that. You're waiting for SBR to come out completely. They say it's going to be good. What is SBR? So I'm not familiar with that abbreviation. It's going to take me forever to get through this because I'm going to constantly be changing how this body's positioned. Oh, okay. Oh, is YouTube being a jerk? I'm guessing you meant jerk instead of perk. Not letting you post anymore before you verify it's you. Oh, dude, you gotta write down those passwords. That would be a lifesaver. You have no idea how many passwords I've forgotten, and then I have them written down, and it saves my butt. Okay, so... Oh. Yeah, that part's unfortunate. If someone throws it away on accident, then you're sort of up shit creek without a paddle. Oh, don't worry. when it comes to apologizing to the viewers, if you take a break for a couple days, then it shouldn't be a problem. It's like, I'm not sure how serious you are about that, but whenever you're just starting, it's okay to take a break every little bit. Even whenever you're not just starting, it's totally okay. That's how you keep from burning out. Okay, so we have that. And that should not be that high. I think it needs to stop right about there instead. Yeah, that's more like it. I think. And then that would be shoulder blades. You got homework on all of your school subjects except PE. School one. Yeah, school does want you to go crazy. All right, that. Okay, that little bit just helped. So go right around there. Okay. So that works. All right, what do I want to do now? Do I want to... I think I know what I want to do. I want to draw the boob. That would be... I need to cut down on this chest a little bit. That would be... This part would come down here as part of the shoulder. Got that all there. And then... Okay. Oh, trust me, Kira, you don't want to be asking me math questions. First of all, I hate math. And number two, math is something that I use a calculator for. I do not do that shit in my head unless it's simple stuff like addition or subtraction or very easy multiplication. Although now you have me thinking of what it is. Yeah, I can't do 89 divided by 6 without a calculator. Or like without a piece of paper in front of me. And I'm not about to be drawing out math equations on here. Although I might need to use an equation to see how big this girl's chest is going to be. All right, hold on. And that would be, because it's mostly in the front. Oh, god damn it. No. Right there, I'm guessing. Because the boobs are mostly in the front, not like on the sides. So there's going to be some sort of divide between boob and rib cage. And Kira says, for the art project, I'll be drawing Poochie, Sea Moon, Pale Snake, Maiden Heaven, and Dio Brando, Part 6. Those are JoJo's Bizarre Adventure characters, I'm guessing. You already have Pale Snake, Sea Moon, and Poochie done. That's good. It looks like you have 2 more left. Alright, so this is where the eyebrows would be. Nose would be around here. Stay there. Then our hands are making me sweat, but you know, it also makes me sweat the thought of finishing this algebra. Yeah, algebra wasn't too bad for me, but it was calculus that was a pain in the dick. Okay, let's do eyebrow here. Gotta have some thickness going around to the other side because it doesn't just cut off there. And then we'll have this. This part needs to be shortened up a bit because it's going way too far over. All right. What are PEMDAs? Let's just know what. Now you've got me confused, Kira. How am I supposed to know what is 8 to the power of 6 divided by 68 and multiplied by 32? Then I need to subtract -9. I'm glad I'm not in school now because I would be thoroughly screwed. All right, let's make these a little bit more stylish. So that part. Oh, okay. See, I never knew it as a PEMDA. I always remembered it as "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." I never knew that there was actually a title for it. All right, so we'll have a slate up here, and then another up there. Make that go. And this part can be a little bit thicker. Autocorrect is frying me. Yes, it fries all of us. All right, so let's try this. Give me a moment. I need to pull up. I need to pull up J. Scott Campbell or somebody who has expressive eyes. I have so many art style references saved in this. Should be able to find one. Nope, that's anime. All right, so let's try not to go too big on the eyes, but still. All right, hold on. It's gonna be. No. Trying to make this look expressive. So let's have... Do I want to have... Okay. Let's do what I usually do. And have a... Is that what I'm missing? I don't know if that's helping or not. The eyelashes. Good Lord, I was having a massive brain fart there. So, no. Do this part first. And then 2 more. Okay. And then nope. No, I feel like this should still be down here. Still doesn't look right. Nope. That's closer to what I want it to look like. And then on this side... Just get the eyes on the page, and then... Oh, yeah, they'll do that to you. Was it... Interesting how YouTube gave me a warning because I accidentally had copyrighted music in the background of my video. Yep, they'll do that to you. Even if you have, like, if you're listening to, like, a radio in the background, they will still pick up on that music. Was it a warning or a strike? Because warnings are fine. The only time that really affects you is if you are monetized, and it'll just mean that you can't earn money on that video. Strikes are where the problems come in. It was Jailhouse Rock by Elvis Presley, and it said, "We're going to take off your video in one of the areas of YouTube." But they didn't take it down. Was it like banned in certain countries or something like that? Oh, yeah. They'll do that. They'll do that, but it won't really affect you. Like, it won't affect your channel. People in that country just won't be able to see it. So, whenever you're a small channel, that sort of shit doesn't really affect you. That needs to be resized. It's like, whenever I... Okay, this needs to be changed a slight bit. Nope. Okay. So, whenever I play music on the stream, usually that will come back later on as like a copyright warning, and you'll have the option to remove that music from the audio track, but until you do so, it'll still have that little like warning in the in your YouTube studio. Since I'm not monetized, I really don't give a shit about it because it doesn't really affect me, and it'll probably be a while before I actually get monetized. So I'm not too concerned about it. And if yours is just a warning, it's not really a problem. I feel like I'm missing something here. Like this should be almost more closed. Okay. Yeah. Even whenever you put like a sound over it, if it's too loud, then it will still pick up. Like if I'm talking over a copyrighted playlist or a copyrighted music or song, then the automation system will still pick it up because it's still obvious. Go get a Band-Aid. Good Lord. Wash out your wound and put a Band-Aid on. And then right there. Take your time, Kira. I'm not going anywhere. All right. I feel like I'm still missing something. Okay. And now... Oh boy. Yeah, that's what I do sometimes. I usually just pour water on it and just like hold a tissue to it. All right. That. Still feel like that eye is too... It's too wide open. Although, if her eyebrow is raised, that might actually work. I feel like that is acceptable. But I need to see, do they? No, those don't. That's just above the eyes. That's just above the eyes. Goldman has it slightly below. Gotta love it whenever you're comparing art styles. Oof. Spanish notebook cut my knuckles with the metal part on the side. My biology binder almost cut my vein. Good Lord. That is some insane shit right there. All right, I don't like how that looks. So I want her... She needs to be far bigger. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to... Kara, you do not need to apologize. I'm afraid my luck is not lucking. The good thing is one of them healed the others, including the paper cut, ain't the healing. Do not worry about it. If they're not sticking around for the art, then that's a problem. You can just keep doing what you're doing. They're not leaving because of you. If they're not sticking around because of the art, then that just means that I need to get better. It's like, it's my way of, I guess, testing my abilities to be a broadcaster. And if I can't hold a crowd, then I can't hold a crowd. And I just need to keep working on doing that. Welcome, One Gun. Hell, I need to do a draw stream then. Yeah, I've seen some of you. I'm saying the. Good lord. Yeah, I've seen some of the artwork that you were posting on Twitter or X, whichever one you want to call it. Those are looking really good, One Gun. Thank you, sir. Well, I was actually watching one of your streams, and I do appreciate you calling me a good artist. It's it's a bit of an ego booster. So I do appreciate it. Right now I'm trying to draw a woman in a sort of like vacation aesthetic, as I'm trying to promote the For the Fans Fest pinup book that has like all of the CG characters and like the vacation or like on vacation. So trying to get that done, trying to make the face actually look appealing. So oh, thank you. Just stopping by to support artists. You are doing great, by the way. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Damn it, Kira. That's what I'm saying, right? Draws better than most people, and he's out here saying he needs to be better. Here's the thing. Whenever it comes to artists, something that I notice a lot is like even artists who everyone else says is like, oh, they're so good. They're always like, they look back at like their art from a month ago and they're like, this looks like shit. I need to be better. It's like one that always comes to mind for me is Shane Davis. And like every time he's trying to push his Starlight Cats book, which is also on BackMeBro right now and is at the end of its 30-day closeout. So go and check it out. He always says that he looks back at that art at that art, and he's like, I could have done so much better, and he wants to go back and redo it. So all of that's like, it always sticks with me that artists will look back at that stuff and they'll be like, this looks like crap, even whenever it's looks really great to the rest of us. And One Gun says, man, you need some music in the background playing, man. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Right now I'm using StreamYard, and the only way that I can think of to play music in the background would be to just have my phone playing just like underneath my microphone, and I need to find some actual music that doesn't have like constant commercials in it. So it'll happen eventually, or I'll find some way to actually make it work. But right now it'll just have to be a little bit silent. I was going to, well, chat jumped on me. I was going to post something for you to check out to give you some inspiration, but I am not a mod. All right, give me 1 second. I will jump over to the stream and I can make you a mod. Give me a second. All right. All righty. Add a mod. Alrighty, One Gun. You should be a mod now. You say you can play music and restream. You have to set it up. Do you have to? Can restream be used at the same time as StreamYards, or are they two separate things? I'm gonna leave those right there for now. Check this guy out and follow him. Give me 1 moment. I need to jump back over into the chat again. Stay on there. I am using StreamYard. Okay. I just need to get through a trailer. Or not a trailer. Commercial. Stupid fucking commercials. Alrighty. Yep, that's definitely a subscription that I'm going to be adding. Whoa. All right. There we go. All right. All right. Okay, I use Restream, so I can't help you. All right, that may be something that I just have to look up and see if there's any ways to get around that. But I do appreciate you trying to help. Yeah, follow that guy. He has helped me so much when it comes to layout. Well, I just subscribed to him. So, Kira, since you also want to learn more stuff about bettering your art, you can also go follow him. So, go and check that. Go and check that link that One Gun sent over, and go and see, because he has more of like an anime art style. So I think that you should get some good inspiration for that. Oop. Alrighty. See you, One Gun. Thank you for the inspiration, and also for the info about Restream. I'll look into it. I'll also see if there's any ways to add music with the StreamYard stuff. So I will see you around. Yes, One Gun is a very talented artist. Definitely. And you sub too. Awesome. Always good to see that. Okay, now let's... I don't want to do the pupils yet. So the ear would be back around here. She's more raising her eyebrow because, like, what I'm thinking is I'm trying to set it up so that she's, like, looking at the viewer. So it's sort of like your POV shot, like point of view. And I want her to have some sort of, like, word bubble over here, maybe, so that I can include something that would be like advertising for the Fans Fest stuff. Or something along those lines. So really, I don't know. It really depends on like how you want to see it. It's more like, hello. Or I can't really do the one eyebrow unless it's like on this side. Oh, okay. She's looking good. Thank you. I'm trying to decide if I want her to have visible ears or a visible ear, and if I want it to be regular human ear or if I want it to be like an elf ear. I'm thinking an elf ear. Because elf chicks are hot. I would like to shout you out for helping me with drawing women, but YouTube ain't cooperating with me. What do you mean? How's YouTube not cooperating with you right now? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you got to get on that. Is it just causing you pain because you lost your password? Let's... Where do I want her hair to start? I think... Yeah, that does tend to make it a bit more difficult. All right, so where do I want the part of her hair? Let's do right about there. Because then... Holy shit. You made 6 videos in one day. My goodness. Were those like full-length videos or were those shorts? Because if they were full-length videos, then more power to you. Those are difficult to make in one day. If they were shorts, you can knock those out in no time at all. There are shorts about drawings I made throughout my sketchbooks. Okay. That's good. All right, how do I want to do this? No, I'm not liking that. No, 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 no. You've got 10 finished sketchbooks and 1 that you're finishing this month. My goodness. I've got a lot of sketchbooks and probably none of them are completed. So you're already further along than I am. Oh, dear God. That one I actually might be able to answer. 19 times 8. So 2, 7, 8 plus 7. 152? Is that the correct answer? I need to break out my own calculator. $152. Just don't say that I helped you with it. Yeah, what I was doing was it's like this. It's like 19 times 8. 8 times 9, 72. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 7 is 152. Now I need to find out how to draw this hair correctly. Nope, not that one. All right. That. And 152 times 5 is 152 times 5 equals 706. Hold on. 10. I need to write this down. Or I don't write it down. Let me. Hold on. 0, 1, 25, 26, 2, 760. And we have this part down here. Yep, you got it right with the 760, not the 706. That part I could tell immediately because 5 times 2 does not end in a 6. It ends in a 0. Don't be too hard on yourself. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's go back to here. Oh, awesome. How many questions did you have for your math homework? Just out of curiosity. Oh, goodness. Now you need English and biology. Do you guys have any like creative writing courses in your high school? Or whichever school you're in? Oh. Yes, we do. Bad thing is I have choir and creative writing is after school. And choir is after school. Yeah. If only we were able to be many people all at once. All right. I'm going to try something. Since One Gun was saying earlier that I need to have music playing in the background, I'm going to test something. Stream music. There's the one. There we are. Okay. Get off of there. Okay. So, Kira, since you're still here, tell me if you can hear the music first. Okay, so you can hear it. Can you hear me too without me blowing out the music? Yes, awesome. And you can hear me talking from like right here, where the mic is. Yes. Okay. That is actually quite helpful. So thank you for taking part in that little experiment. Because now I can actually have the music playing while I'm doing this. All right, let's get this. I got to here. Thin out the neck ever so slightly. I'm here to help. Yes. I'm here to help you and you're here to help me. It's a reciprocal sort of feeling. She looks like Frieren. Frieren? Frieren? Doesn't Frieren have bangs though? Because I thought that she had this stuff up there. No, I know where it's from. Because I've seen the character before. I just haven't drawn her. But Frieren is an elf, I think. Well, I am drawing an elf, so I can see where that would come into play. All right. Might have messed up with the shoulder blades, because I think only one would be visible here. Yeah, that looks better. You're the leader of a group of people in your school. They haven't texted me today, so there's no problems, though. What's the group for? Is it just like just a random group of people, or do you do something? Oh, okay. In choir, we are singing "Let Down." We are singing "Let Down" in a concert a week from now. Okay. Oh, friend group. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's for sure. You know what they say, trust the process. For sure, for sure. It's like, I'm trying to imagine how her hair is going to look on the other side and go from there. It's like, whoop, I need to have the pen selected. All right. So I was, so I was drawing Sea Moon and he looked like a crackhead. Turned out he looks better than the other two now. Well, if you ever need to draw a crackhead, then you can use it as an example. Now instead of a crackhead, he's a professional billionaire. Oh my. All right, let's... A tweaker. All right, how am I going to do this? Sometimes we surprise ourselves. It changed real quick after I added shading. Shading adds so much to a piece. It's amazing how stuff looks after shading. It's like, I'm trying to do cross-hatching where I can, because I want there to be some sort of like texture to my drawings whenever I want there to be texture to my drawings whenever I don't have color to them. So yeah, shading helps so fucking much. Well, Shakespeare was a musician. So, unless you're a musician, then I don't think that you would be the next Shakespeare. Michelangelo, maybe, but not Shakespeare. Or Van Gogh, one of those two guys. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. I meant Da Vinci. Okay. No, this is definitely missing something. One sec. There's definitely something wrong with this hair look. What if... No, Kira, I don't think you told me about Sam or Steely. I don't think you did. But then again, you have a lot of characters, so you may have, and I just may have forgotten some of them. Oh, you definitely haven't told me about Sam yet, because I don't think you told me about... I don't think you've told me about any female characters. Maybe one, but definitely not Sam. I'm still not feeling this. What the hell? Alright, hold on. I'm okay with that. Sam is the daughter of Jack Winters. I think you told me about Jack Winters. And Steely he's an ancient Aztec. He came from a meteor and he's an ultimate being in the universe. Interesting. He can control every bone and muscle in his body, including that he can take out his rib cage and swallow someone alive. Holy mackerel. That sounds intense. I have to change that. He's a bit too OP. Is he a hero or a villain? Oh, goodness. Main villain of part 2 of my story. Do you have any weaknesses thought up for him? Because if you have weaknesses thought up for him that can that can give the heroes some advantage, then you probably won't have to change it yet. You're planning to let him slime out Lars. What do you mean by slime out? His weakness is acid. Like a special kind of acid, or is it just like plain acid? You're talking about... I guess I'm gonna have to be like... I'm gonna be stereotypical YouTuber. Are you talking about him unaliving Lars? Stomach acid is one of them, but scientifically modified acid also works. If I may give you a suggestion, if you're having him be able to control every part of his body and like all of that extra stuff, stomach acid might not be the best option for a weakness. You could still have the scientifically modified acid, or you could also have acid that's maybe like made from the meteor that he comes from. Sort of like a Superman kryptonite sort of deal. But stomach acid might not be the most intimidating of weaknesses. Lars will be swallowed alive by him. Okay. Do you typically have like a lot of aliens in your story? Or is it mostly centered around like superpowered beings and their superpowers? But Steely ain't that smart. First alien of your story. Okay. He doesn't know what guns or knives or anything in the new world is, though he can learn speech. So, give me a moment. So, you mentioned earlier that he's an ultimate being in your universe. Is he... When you say ultimate, are you meaning... Or were you meaning to mean, like, all-knowing, all-powerful, all-seeing? Or were you just meaning, like, he's just more powerful than a lot of people? Than most people? Oh, goodness. Such as he learned his own name, ultimate, like he can defeat everyone if he wanted to. Okay. So he's sort of more like an ancient, superpowered being. Because whenever I hear ultimate, I usually think of like all-powerful, all-knowing creature that's like capable of like moving worlds with like a single motion. I would say it's a good idea. Maybe just change the wording a bit. Because if you want him to be like a superpowered alien, then it's a good idea. But if you phrase it like an ultimate being in your universe, then it's a slight letdown. Slightly. I'll call him an ancient article or some. He is 5,000 years old, and his first appearance features him without any fashion and short blonde hair, red eyes, and brownish skin color. He's very muscular and lean. Okay, so he is mostly humanoid. Okay, Aztec. Okay. Okay, so he's you'll call him an ancient Aztec. Does Aztec in your world mean something different than what it does in the real world? Aztec. Okay, so here's what my problem is. Whenever you're saying Aztec, I'm thinking Aztec, like as in like the ancient Aztec culture. So it might be beneficial to maybe change like a couple of those letters. Is your Aztec in your world? Okay, so Aztec is pretty much how you're writing it, but it's just AZTEC. First one, Aztec. And since you're writing it the same way, then it makes me think of like the ancient Aztecs. So that's where my confusion was coming in. My English is not Englishing while doing this English homework. Tell me about it. There's so many times when I'll just like sit down to try to write something, and it's just like the words will not come out. All right, so that's gonna sound weird. It may be a little bit too much coverage. There we go. Okay. I don't know what that first message is, but I also know Spanish, so that's screwing me up a little too. All right, how? Let's have. Oh, okay. It's a hello, my name is Steely. I speak fluent Spanish now. What you could do, if you want to keep the Aztec part, is if you wanted to, you could have his comet or his meteor be one that has been like traveling around the galaxy or like around the Milky Way galaxy for thousands upon thousands of years, sort of like as a continuous cycle. And you could have the ancient Aztecs be worshiping what they think is like a deity that's constantly flying through the sky. And then whenever he crashes down on Earth, then he's pretty much like their ultimate being. Okay. See, that makes a lot more sense whenever you're mentioning Aztec. They thought there was more people that were like Steely. They just got trapped in the confinement of space. See, that's something you could use to even like expand upon your mythology. Like I know that you said that he's the villain of part 2 of your story. There could be other ones like him. And then you can bring them in for for stories later on. Because there's a lot of meteors and stuff like that floating around in space. And there's a lot of ancient civilizations that were worshiping all sorts of stuff like that. So you have a lot of potential whenever it comes to that. I'm thinking to make the scientists find something engraved in the earth. His name will be like Dion, like Dio or Greek for God. That's a good idea. What you could do is, if the scientists find his meteor, and he is one of all of these different beings, then instead of having it being engraved by nature, then you could have it already be inscribed with all of these different like runes that all maybe like point to this Dion character. Bad thing is Dion has a superiority complex. What god in fiction doesn't have a superiority complex? They will find their meteor in London. So Dion is already on Earth. Okay. Dion's power is that he can take out his bones like spikes from his body. Okay. Did he arrive before or after Steely? Also, when exactly did Steely arrive on Earth? Like back during the Aztec time or current day? I feel like this needs to be bigger. Or does it? Leave it. He was on Earth before Steely. The Steely was in space. He crash landed later. So Dion was on Earth first, but wasn't found. And then Steely, who was in space, crash landed on Earth and was around during the Aztec time. Am I reading that right? Yes. Okay. Goodness. And you say that they find his meteor in London. Is he still inside the meteor, I'm assuming? Oh, okay. So Steely is more of the big bad, and Dion is sort of like a lesser big bad. Also, side note, Kira, can you still hear the music? Because it got a little bit lower. Okay, so Dion is still inside the meteor, sent into a confinement in London. Trapped in a glass cage. And yes, you can hear the music still. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Dion is still inside the meteor. Steely is stronger and better than Dion, but Dion is a little more arrogant. If I may offer another suggestion, because the way that you presented Dion, it made him seem like he was like sort of like the Thanos of your universe. Especially whenever you name him or like use like a similar word to God for him. Maybe if Steely is older and more powerful than Dion, maybe switch their names. Because right now, at least to me, Dion as a name sounds like the one who would be like in charge of everybody. Steely sort of sounds like more like an underling name. Sort of like the one who would. Steely sounds like someone who would be the arrogant one, who would be like, I'm gonna go and unalive all these heroes, and they're not gonna be able to do a damn thing about it. But you can. Everything that I say is solely suggestion. Keep that in mind. So I would say you can still keep it, but just switch the names between those two characters. Because I feel like the names work better if you switch them. Because Dion sounds like a name that could be the guy who's like in charge and also still be the more passive one. So Steely instantly makes me think of like steel, and if you bring like a weapon into battle, it could be like sword and steel and stuff like that. So that's what it sticks out to me. If you're able to, maybe ask your friends what their thoughts would be on a name like that. But just my honest thoughts. Oh. Okay. And Steely, now Dion, is a very passive man that loves to investigate and interact with the people. And my friends don't care. They're too busy doing stuff like trying out for baseball or something. Yeah, see, Dion sounds like someone who would be taking their time and investigating and interacting with people. Steely seems like someone who would just like run into battle with a sword and just be like, ah. Oh dear lord, that needs some alterations. Yeah, I definitely need to play around with the size of this mouth. And Dion will investigate Spain dressed up as Lars. And when Theodore and Santana find out, they will be pissed. Franz, okay. So back to the other characters. Franz cannot go with them because he may or may not have gotten bitten by the wolf called Aaron. Ah, new character. Okay. Damn it. It's the one downside of the undo button. Sometimes it does just throw you off. Whoa. Aaron is the main villain of part 1 and he can turn into a wolf. I could have sworn you had a different villain for part 1. Unless this is a different story. Wasn't there a guy who was the son of a former president of the universe? Oh, okay. That explains it. You're like me and you have multiple different books going on. Okay. Or stories, I should say. Something is still off with his face. Maybe it's the size of things. Maybe I just made her nose too big. Okay. Oh, goodness. Alrighty, give me a second, guys. I have to go and get a drink. My throat is getting a little bit dry. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. And I come with my Arnold Palmer. Alright, so Dion loves to blend in with the town people and not raise suspicion, but Steely loves to snap on people and punch them until they get... I'm guessing that's unalived. I'll take anything starting with an un as an unalived. What are the YouTube notifications that are popping up? Okay. All right, so let's get these. Her nose needs to be moved over a bit. I was gonna say, let's get these eyes finished up, but there we go. Cool, cool, cool. That's the main benefit of digital, is that I don't have to do a lot of erasing. Good thing about drawing on digital is that you can blend colors and you can move parts of her body without erasing. Yes. Because if I was stuck... If I was stuck with the body parts where they were, I would be screwed. How am I supposed to know how to make an argumentative essay teach? First off, what's an argumentative essay? Alright. There's still something wrong with this face. What the fuck is it? I might need to try moving the nose and the mouth upwards. No, that's still too much. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I sort of guessed it was for your homework, but I don't know exactly what it is. Is it like an essay that's arguing something? Or arguing for something? Also, I screwed C Moon's arm. Looks like he's crippled. No offense. Don't worry about it. If he looks like he's crippled, then he looks like he's crippled. Trust me, I am somebody who... I can make fun of anything and anyone. Granted, YouTube probably wouldn't like that, so I do need to self-censor myself. But... don't have to worry about offending anybody in my chats. Also, an argumentative essay is an essay which you have to argue and prove your point. I would say if you're arguing a point, then you're teaching something. What's the point that you're arguing? And we have a Rumble chatter. Adam Missner, hello. Hey, the rare art streamer on Rumble. Yes, I try to stream my art onto Rumble and on YouTube. So, I'm glad to see that you're here. Welcome to the chat. All right. Adam, if you weren't here before, this is what the full piece looks like so far. I'm trying to make like an elf lady for a vacation theme or vacation themed pinup. And you've got Kira over on YouTube welcoming you to the chat as well. And Kira, your essay is whether teachers should be strict or lenient. My goodness. You're really trying to make your teachers not like you really quickly, aren't you? All right, what do I want to do? Let's have to get that little bit of reflection. Is this a regular elf or a sea elf? I haven't really put much thought into it. What I'm thinking is just like an elf that I can put in a bikini top and have her in front of like a coastline. So pretty much was just drawing a woman and threw elf ears on her. That was what my main thought process was. Very spur of the moment. Oh, okay. Adam says, sounds good. Thank you, Adam. And Kira's introducing himself to you. Pretty nice guy if you don't know me. And if you know me, I'm a pretty nice guy too. Alrighty. So there's something wrong here. I think it might be how her face is positioned. It's definitely how the face is positioned. Because I think her chin... Hold on. I'm going to do some self-modeling. So if I'm here, and I'm looking back this way, that part of the chin would be way further back. Okay. I'm going to toy with something really quickly. So if I put... No, dear God, no. That's way too far forward. She's supposed to have a thin neck. So I even have... No. Slightly better. gonna switch to your biology homework. Drawing faces of Dion on my paper instead of the essay. That's tragic. It's not tragic for creative people. If you're drawing faces, then that's a good thing. Granted, your teachers probably won't agree with me, but you're still drawing, so that's a good thing. Okay, I think I may have just fixed my neck problem by just having that little bit jut out a little bit more. Okay. All right, now I can say I'm properly hydrated. And I'm going to try this, but I'm going to put it on a different layer because I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. Dude, tell me about it. I can't focus while thinking about my book. And my teacher say, "Oh, so you're an artist, huh?" As the class awkwardly stares at me like I'm a zoo animal. That shit happens to me with my writing stuff. Granted, not in a classroom setting, but like whenever I'm around people that don't know that I'm a writer, and it comes up that I've actually released 5 fiction novels, then they're all like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you were a writer. Tell us about it." And it's like, I don't really want to talk about it right now. All right, so that's the filter part. All right. All right. Anyways, it looks like Dion has hair growing up until the back of his neck. That sounds like me. I have like werewolf stripes going down the back of my neck. Looks like he's menacing. I can't focus on my biology homework. What the hell is a bar graph? I think the bar graph is the one that looks like this. I think that's the one. So what you're saying is pretty much exactly what I was doing for you. Oh my, especially with like the whole Dion and Steely thing that I was telling you about. Yeah. Sounds like you are very familiar with that. All right. And then let's have no. I need to have the horizon line. And that is going to be over there. And then you'll have like the area where the beach meets the sand, or like the beach meets the water. And then I like the silhouette of a yacht. But my teachers are like, "Here, why'd you draw on this? Why'd you draw on this? Do it again if..." Okay, so they're saying don't draw it, don't do this again. If you want to draw, go to art. To be fair, I would probably be asking the same question. I would definitely be asking the same question. I mean, fair point. Fair point. Wait a minute, is Franz an alien? All right. Okay. Then I'll just add some little boats in the background here. That's probably going to get lost in the sunset, but I don't care. Okay. Franz is a German man, and no, he is not an alien, but if I explain anything about his power about guns, then people be freaking out. Like, oh my god, that's illegal possession of a firearm. Remind me what his power is again. Okay, I need shit. I need reference images for palm trees. Come on. Okay. He can summon guns from any inanimate object. That one might need further explanation. What do you mean? Do you mean like he can create guns out of inanimate objects? Or does he like pull guns out of inanimate objects? No, I don't want to do that. I would hate myself. If Franz picks up an object such as a rock, he can turn it into a firearm with the palm of his hand. Okay, so explain this. Would he be turning it into a firearm? Or would he be using it as a projectile to shoot out of his hand like a firearm? All right. So. Okay. Also, Dion is very. Give me a second. Dion is very popular among my friends. I think it's because I based him off San Diego from JoJo, and Franz can make guns from his hand, like summon them. Do they just come with like unlimited ammo? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out like the specifics of it. Oh, computer's fully charged. I can take that out. All right. Trying to figure out what else I want to do with her. Because the background is going to mostly be coloring. Alright. Okay. What else do I want in here? All right, I needed to do this. 'Cause originally, I had wanted her to have some sunglasses. And this is why I'm doing this on a separate layer. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember him being one of the ones who was based off of willpower. And that would go right to the back. Ugh. My brother entered my room, so I had to fight him in an arm wrestling battle to make him get out. Sounds like you won. That's good. Oh, she looks very nice. Thank you. It's always a process, but like you mentioned earlier, trusting the process does definitely help. All right. I almost wonder if I can make this eyebrow go up a little bit higher. Okay. All right, now I just need to think of a bit of dialogue, because I want her to be talking to the viewer. Your brother must like coming into your room. He must be seeing the hot chick on the screen. All right. Let's try this. See, if it was a normal piece, then I would definitely say that could work. Only downside is I want to sort of incorporate the For the Fans Fest part into it. I'm trying to think of how to do that in a decent way here. Or not even in like a decent way, but in like a way that gets the point across. Oh, your brother did. He asked me about you. I gave him a brief description. I told him that I appreciate the compliment, but I am nowhere close to Da Vinci. And your name's RC, and that you taught me how to draw women. He also said that the woman's hot. Well, at least he said that the woman is hot, because that's sort of what I was hoping for. That needs some workshopping right there. All right. Me and your brother have something in common. You can't talk to women is the thing. I help him sometimes. I do all the talking and apologizing at the end of the day. It's tough nowadays, man. Women are not easy to talk to. Well, they're easy to talk to if you don't want to date them. You can just go up to them and just like talk about random shit. But if you want to go up and like flirt with them, that's a whole different fucking story. Exactly. I would classify that as pretty bad. Pretty bad. So, yeah. Yeah, I know everybody has a shot. It's just a matter of finding the right person. You're not that old yet. Very correct. I am only in my early 30s, so that's not a problem. With guys, it's not a problem. There's not really a biological clock to us. Hold on. If you're getting slapped by the women that you're talking to, then you're probably not doing something right. Oh my. Trust me, it is a way different experience as you get older. Way different experience. What the fuck do I want her to say? All right. Oh my lord. You know, I said earlier I didn't know why I was yawning. I think the yawning is secondary to the pressure behind the eyes. Oof. It's because she was talking with your brother and you had to interrupt their discussion because then it would have broken into a fight. Ooh. That does not sound good. Not one bit. Um. Okay, gotta have that. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, remember that one time when you said, "Don't look at the screen for too long, kids," as he proceeds to look at his 3 monitors? Yes. Yes, I look at my computer screens almost every day. It's one of those do as I say, not as I do things, but it's increasingly more difficult for anybody to not do that nowadays. Yeah, you really shouldn't do that. So, props to you for not doing that. But even so, she probably shouldn't have slapped you either. So, how about just nobody slap each other at all? You just shook her hand violently and took my brother by the arm and dragged him away. Oh my. Sounds like your brother's the one that starts trouble. What the fuck do I want her to say? Alright, I figured out what I want her to say. Alright, so you're gonna see my ability at lettering. So definitely not that one, dear God. Let's write it out first. Good Lord. He's a troublemaker, you know. It's supposed to be me starting trouble as the youngest, but nobody. The youngest had. Oh, trust me, this is not going to be handwriting. If I had to handwrite all of this shit, that'd be crazy. Not going to happen. Fuck, what was I going to have her do? Okay, this is what it is. Okay. All right. Who am I? Okay, yeah. Who am Oh, and this needs to be in front of that. There we go. Okay. Time to change the font. It's going to be one of these ones. Seriously? Fucking hell. Okay, that's better. All right, Kira, I'll give you a little crash course in comic lettering. Something to keep in mind whenever you're doing this. You see how there's two eyes in there? There's the eye that is just the eye, and the eye that's imposing. If you're writing or if you're lettering, just saying like, I am doing this, or I say this, or I do this, you're going to have the eye with the crossbar at the top and at the bottom. If you're doing it inside of a word, then you'll just have the straight up and down eye. That's something that I didn't know until I started getting into the comic creation process. And it's something that I keep having to remind myself about. You're not dumb. What part do you need further explained? All right, and move that down here. The eye has to go with the eye. Let me put the volume up. Okay. Okay, so give me 1 second before I forget this. Okay. Get off of there. All right. So let's move up here. And fuck it. We'll put another one here. Okay. So fuck it. All right. So damn it. Okay, so there's two different ways to have an I written out in text whenever you're lettering a comic. First one would just be an I by itself. And that would be if you're writing like, I walked to school. Or some sort of like verb phrase. I did this. I walked. I talked. I by itself will get these like sidebars. So like this part and this part on the top and the bottom. Now, if you have an I inside of a word, so like inside, you see how the I that's inside of the word has no crossbars at the top and the bottom? Yeah. That's a way that you can sort of like cut down on the space whenever you're trying to get these into like a text box. Now, if you want to do stuff like handwritten, you can do the crossbars. It really just depends on, give me one sec. It really just depends on like what your handwriting is going to be for that. But if you do end up doing it like on a digital platform and you get fonts that are specifically made for comics, a lot of times you'll get it so that it's automatic, so it automatically switches. It's because it looks like it's not capitalized. That's the thing. Correct. But there's also times whenever it may be capitalized. Actually, hold on. I'm talking myself in circles. You are correct, yeah. Because at least with these fonts, a lot of times, actually, with most fonts, whenever you're talking about like spoken words in a comic, a lot of times they won't have lowercase. It'll all be uppercase. So that helps make it stand out. Actually, I think I may be able to move this down here and not mess with the cigarette smoke. Okay. It's like, what the fuck? Alright, this one's throwing me for a loop. It's like I don't know what the heck that is. Think that that's an I with the two lines up top. Oh. I can't type it. I am physically incapable of not doing the two lines onto the I while typing. On your computer, yes. Because most fonts on a computer by default are going to have those lines on the uppercase I. The only reason they're showing up on my screen, well, even on your phone, just like most fonts automatically have those crossbars. So if you wanted to do stuff like comic lettering, you would have to get like a specific font for it. So in normal texting or in like other programs that you would just be writing in, you're not going to have that automatic switch. Yeah, it's something that you only need to worry about if you're doing comic book lettering. So it's not a common thing, but it's just something to like keep in the back of your mind if you ever do get into it. And I think I can make these. Yeah, there we go. You haven't been doing your biology homework. How dare you? Oh shit, come on. Okay, come on. This is one of those times whenever I don't know what is causing what. That moves the entire goddamn thing. As does that. That moves the whole thing too. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's see if this makes a difference. My friends are... How am I supposed to know dependent? I have no idea, man. That shit was years ago. I don't remember that stuff. Sunyon ring? I could go for some onion rings right now. That shit would be good. Okay, that's good enough. It's slang. I sort of figured it was slang. Alright, let's make these into one layer. And I can adjust these as needed. Oh, okay. It's like potato chips, onion ring, Brody, brother, bro, dude, man. Okay, that makes more sense. This is gonna have to go after it. And might as well ink it right now. Why not? Well, you've already used Brotato chip once in here. You've used Brody a couple times. Man, I think you've used a couple times. Whoa. Stay there. All right. I'm confused now. Are these characters that you're talking about? Hear me out. If oh yeah, Raphael. I think I remember you bringing him up. If Raphael goes with Holly, which is his girlfriend, but Ryu ruins everything by taking control, maybe. Is there a second message that goes along with that? Ah, shit. I need to. Of course. Of all the times that I would need to plug in my phone. Give me a moment. Alrighty, gotta let that charge. I can make that bigger. Yeah, much better. I like it better whenever it's thicker. Thick with 2 C's, baby. Nothing happened. Your brother entered your room and threw one of your figurines at you. I hope it wasn't an expensive figurine. That'd be a pain in the ass. Yeah, all that I did was just read out your message and wonder if there was a second message that was going to go along with it. Ooh. Yeah, that I would kick his ass. I'm not saying to do that. But $80, that's I wouldn't be throwing around shit like that. That's more like it. Good lord. No, that's just something I was thinking of. I mean, he would have thrown like the $33 one, but no, it was the $90 one. And I'm guessing you're saying I'm definitely going to beat him up. Well, don't do that because I want you to actually be here for future streams. But anyways, what were you thinking with Raphael, Holly, and Ryu? Because you started down a path, and now I'm curious. All right. Oh, good Lord. Give me a second, guys. Oh, God, I love whenever you get a good back crack. Therefore, Raphael and Holly will be out of jail, living their best lives, and then they FO. I'm guessing that's fuck off. Then they fuck off to Spain, unaware of the danger that lurks there. What would the danger be? Okay. Throw that in here. And I want to say that the sketch is done. And diddly squat. Come on. There we go. All right. So they encounter Dion and start talking because they need directions. And Holly accidentally struck a nerve in Dion. Dion in this instance being the more passive one. And the one that likes to investigate and observe. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, good Lord. Dion kicked Holly away, and Raphael was so mad that Raphael gave access to Ryu to take control, and Ryu tried beating Dion in a battle, but Dion didn't deem Ryu worthy to fight, so he just slightly, I'm guessing it's going to be slightly beat him. Ooh, I like how the sunglasses turned out. I like that. Okay, so I want to say that that's probably going to be good. Yeah, I'm going to say that that's good. So, we've been going for 3 hours and 40 minutes. I'm going to stop sharing that. And since this has been a CG Herald Drawstream, and as you could see on the picture, this For the Fans, I'm going to pull up the For the Fans pinup book. Oh, not just 3 hours. It's been 3 hours and 40 minutes. Alrighty. So, hasn't really moved much, but I'm also a small streamer. So, if there's anybody who is watching currently or watching on the replay whenever you get to this point, if you get to this point at 3 hours and 40 minutes, I'll be very highly surprised, but highly appreciative as well. If you would, please go and back this project, or I should be going this way. Back this project and help make For the Fans Fest a success. Definitely go over and support BackMeBro, which is a new crowdfunding site run by Shane Davis of Comicsgate. And yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot of fantastic art, fantastic creators, and stuff that I will definitely be checking out as well. So, if you would, please go over and check it out. So, yep, almost 4 hours. I've been sitting here for almost 4 hours. I'm a chud, I swear. Yes, I do appreciate whenever you stop by, Kira. It's always good to have someone to talk to. So, okay. Now I just need to stretch. Good Lord. Well, at some point this week, I will be finishing up the inking of this piece. I don't know when, but we shall see. I'm gonna try to be a little bit better with streaming than how I was last week, because last week I did not stream much, and I want to try to stream much more because I enjoy drawing on stream, and this one I actually like how this lady's face turned out. So it's progress being shown. I like that. But it has been for 3 hours and 43 minutes. Now comes the time that I still need to work on, which is actually ending my streams. And very cool art again. Thank you, Kira. I do appreciate it. Alrighty. So, a little bit of shameless self-promotion. If you guys would, please leave a like, comment on the stream, comment in the comment section, whichever one you want to do, and subscribe to the channel as well. If you would also, please share out the channel so that anyone that you may know who would like to follow my artistic exploits or my just random stories that I decide to work on. If they would like to do that, then have them subscribe to the channel. And also, if they want to maybe learn some artistic techniques, then have them subscribe to the channel. I'm rambling on. I need to land the plane. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you, Kira, for showing up today. Thank you, One Gun, earlier for providing these suggestions for music and other artists to follow. So thank you guys for stopping by the chat. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see all of you in the next video or stream or short, whichever one comes next. Peace out.